for the All-Stars, the second baseman, number 4.
Flat, otherwise it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one misses. 3-1.
One strike.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
At the plate, Damian Moreno. That clips a corner.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Man at second.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Now the left fielder.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in there. One out and a runner at second. And strike two.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That missed by a lot. And that is ball one. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
There's a swing and a miss. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and deals. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the veteran outfielder, Perez. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Ramirez sizes this one up, and in foul ground he pulls it down. 1 out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Oh, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Adams. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Fly ball down the line. Hauls it in to end the inning. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, number 21. To third, Bradfield. Throws to first in time and quickly one away in the second. So up next, Cedeno. First offering, and it just misses. And that is out of play. Right side, Adams. 2 up, 2 down to the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Santos getting ready to hit. And that's in there at the knees. Santos went deep in his most recent game. Fought off foul. And delivers outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here is Adolis Garcia. Martinez back to work. Swings and misses. And that is strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So digging in, Vasquez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch, not close, up high. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
The 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swing and a foul, out of play. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Samuel Basallo. And there's the strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swings and chases a low one there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Headed down the line. Towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 2 down, nobody on. And that's a little bit high. That one almost got him. Got him swinging. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes. Hey.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now the veteran catcher. Just missed. And that one fouled off.
Ball.
Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first.
Runner on the go. In the air, left field, down the line. And that drops foul. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out. First and second, no outs. Here's the second baseman. That's in there. That's strike 1. Just missed. No outs. Runners at first and second. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that's outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now it's the shortstop, Damian Moreno. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Ball 1 there.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
2 on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the speedy catcher, number 61. Looking for his first big league hit right here. That one is absolutely belted. Baroa raging back towards the wall. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Caught and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Perez gets out of the way. That's ball one. They say you win.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Baroa sizing this one up. Brings it in for the third out. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, number 54. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Well, these guys just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's 2-1. That one missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Full count.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Number 21 in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to first. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And now here is Cedeno. Late on that fastball.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Next pitch is outside.
1-2.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. 3rd home run of the season, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And now Santos. Swing and a miss.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. Bottom 4, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jordan Adams. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
It's another day and it's still no stress, so I'm heading downtown and I'm so well dressed. Got money in my pocket and I spend it.
Raul Gonzalez now at the plate. Fly to left his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Gonzalez measures 6 feet even, 37 years young, and he was born in Cuba. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. And a foul ball. And a big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. This one high in the air to left center. Baroa under it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 31.
2 down, base is empty. And now Vasquez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that one fouled off. That's towards center. Baroa under it. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Always we know
Just some things we shoot. Oh, cool hat trick. Watch me backspin off the Atlas. Past tense.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss.
You know, this group of hitters looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Number 13, batting with one down, takes a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's in for a strike. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in easily. This one in the air, center field. Vasquez moving under this one. Squeezes it, and that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Robert
Martinez back to work.
Ball.
And there's a ball. Inside. Now 2-0. Hit in the air, left field, settles underneath it, drops into the glove, one up, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there, that front shoulder. Coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. On the move. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Number 61, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
On the ground, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, number 51. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And now the right fielder. Cut on and lifted in the air. Garcia. And there's 2 down. And here's the first baseman. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. 2 outs. Foul ball. The 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So they go quietly there to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cuba out front 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth and leading off the bottom of the 6th. Number 10, Brandon Hyde making a move for a pinch hitter. Number 3.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Ramirez flying after this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Man, a lot going on that play. Diving stop to his right in that hole, and then gets up and takes it himself. Man, it's a one-man show.
Here's the center fielder, Perez. He's a guy who does it all. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So 2 down now, and here is Jordan Adams. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, right field. Ramirez makes the play, and it's out number 3. So up next, Cedeno. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, bro, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch. And saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 90.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And that's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Santos up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now 1 missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. Santos digs in now.
Runner right.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Santos leads off second with one gone in the inning. And it's even up with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. That's a strike. 1-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number 2.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
13.
And now the switch hitting catcher. First pitch misses. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one is inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. So the tying run at second. That's out to center field. Vasquez in and to his right. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And 1 pitch into the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about.
Kevin Gowdy gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Garcia at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
1 ball,
Meanwhile,
1 strike.
activity in the bullpen. Rivera getting loose out there. Late on that fastball.
Love to see
1
it.
ball,
Power
2
versus
strikes.
power right there.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. And now the first baseman, Vasquez. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Gowdy checks the runner. Gonzalez back in on a dive. 1 out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one hit to right. Ramirez moving back for this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Cut off. Throw to third. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. Luis Robert now. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Up and in. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball. Runner at third. 2 away. In the air, right side of the infield. Makes his way towards it. Long run, tracks it down. That is the inning. So they work around the leadoff double. 8th inning coming up. The Tigers on top 2-1. Back in the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Just missed.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Strikes him out with 100.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
That one missing inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low one.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Rivera.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jimenez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in, and a quick out, number 1. Here's the catcher.
And there's one thing on his mind. This at bat.
So now a pinch hitter, number 36. 1 out, the base is empty for him. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got it. And there are 2 outs. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
That one to first, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, number 54. And that one fouled off. Manager out of the dugout, and so out of the pen comes the right-hander, Yennier Cano.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
And here's the first baseman. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Number 77 with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's Cuba going up against Cuba. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started. About to get started here. And towing the slab in this one, Vera.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Mesa leading things off and takes a strike. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. Here's the veteran second baseman, Fernandez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. This one lifted in the air, left field. 2 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Bottom of the first. And here is number 52. Perez, a 6-foot lefty, 28 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Up and in. Now 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out. So digging in, Richie Palacios. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One down, base is empty. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around.
The second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Santiago Torres will hit next.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games. First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
That one almost got him.
1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Two outs, runner at first. Here's the veteran outfielder,
William.
Now snap throw to first, and he's back in safely. Just
that ball went out.
missed. Smash to the left side. They take the force out, and the inning is over. Scoreless after one. Top of the second.
Leading
Here's a big power threat. Hernandez.
The right fielder, number 22.
Vera back to work. Foul ball there. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Out there to center. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because.
To second, there's one. Over to first, safe. Next is the designated hitter, E.J. Exposito. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different.
Bottom of the second, and now Silva. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Nope.
Silva with a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. So up next, Eduardo Garcia, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Second inning here, no score. Late with the swing there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
2-2 the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Next to hit, number 3. Two outs. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2
Gosh,
strikes.
a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
You see how turned up that we be. You see how hot my degrees be.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Spikes. Throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. And the batter will be the shortstop. On the inside corner for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Look out.
That ball
That
hit him.
fastball drilled him. So digging in, Mesa. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. On the ground right side. 4, 6.
That's
And
an
he'll
out.
keep it for just the 1. Fernandez getting ready to hit. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out. And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down the second base to end the inning.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Drilled out towards left center field. Knight settles under this one. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. And now Molina. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And he blows that one by him at 100.
He can
0-2
live up in the
count.
zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. And now the center fielder struck out swinging his first time. Step off, throw to first. Molina back on a dive. There's a swing and a drive. Get out of town. He jacks that one out to left. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Makes the sliding stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
2 down, base is empty. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Santiago Torres. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, and the batter now, Fernandez. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. There's a strike.
0-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That one ripped. And it's into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Little chopper rolls foul. And the 0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And
runner on the go, pitch in for a strike, safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed, but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Next is the speedy first baseman, Drake. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
Out to short. Spikes. Fires over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Alexander Vargas now at the plate. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Vargas in his 7th season, 23 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at top half of inning number 4.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Back now in Tampa Bay, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, number 7. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Silva, the next to hit. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
The throw to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We'll head to the 5th. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it's caught for the out.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's a 1-1. Hard hit, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Slice the other way and foul. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now here is number 3. Perez back to work. And that one is inside ball 1.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting.
So up next, Molina. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Snap throw to first. And he just got his hand in there. Outside low. And that's ball 1. 1 away, tie game, go ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Runner takes off, and a count 1-2. Grounded to third, could be 2. The throw to second, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Fernandez. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Going back on this one. Banks off the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. He's in there.
He's safe.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Popped up. He's under it. Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
So here's the cleanup hitter.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too.
And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. Throw home. Not in time. The run scores. It's 3-2. So 2 down now, and here is Alexander Vargas. And a foul ball. Now 1-1. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
Leading off for Cuba, the center field, libre. Battle.
Fouled off down the right side. Yo, 1. Inside, almost got him.
Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Now batting.
Now it's going to be Richie Palacios. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a foul ball.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Rodriguez has this one sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2. Now Santiago Torres.
Santiago Torres.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Moving under it. And that will end the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, top of inning number 7. Now it's the DH, E.J. Exposito. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And that's outside.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
In the air to left center. Corrals it, and there's 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. He's 0 for 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed.
That's the ball.
And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And he hits a ground ball right side. A sliding stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time. Back now in Tampa Bay. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the right fielder, number 7. And fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. It's a ball. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's 3-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So now the DH spot, Silva, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one outside. Ball one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the seventh. And a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Strike.
That one inside. Look out.
Two.
In the air, center field. Knight on his way over. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on
Pitching.
Domingo Gonzalez taking over on the mound. Eduardo Garcia digs in now.
And there's one thing on his
pitch hitter coming on. Oscar Colas. He represents the go-ahead run. Rips one to right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Waste no time there. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here's the third baseman. Swing and a miss as he was out front. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Way out front for strike two. Activity in the bullpen. Drew Hackenberg, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Perez, the lefty, warming up. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base. But job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
The batter now, Harold Vasquez.
0-1.
And that is out of play.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was 3.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But this clutch home run gets us even again. We're tied now with 3 apiece. And welcome back to the ball. Number 57 gets the ball now. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there. So I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Ripped, but it curls foul. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Way outside, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. Down the number 2 hitter, Fernandez. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That misses. And the count 1-2. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle, lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now the left fielder, known for his late inning heroics. Hit in the air, center field. He's under it. And there's 2 down. Now a chance for Hernandez. This guy with light tower power. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
2 down. Go-ahead run in scoring position.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Spikes. Long run on his horse. That drops in, plays it on a hop. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single. They laid it in the 8th. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
They get the force, and that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 8th, and now the shortstop, Molina. Gonzalez back to work. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, number 13.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single. And now the center fielder, he's already homered in this game. Gonzalez picks to first, and he's back safely.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Popped up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop.
Runner on the move, swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Now the 3rd baseman, Alexander Vargas. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard, and next is the designated hitter, E.J. Exposito. In the air out towards right center.
Abajo el PCC Libertad para mi isla secuestrada por la narcodictadura Castro Canel.
Martinez getting ready to hit. Clips the corner. 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4.
He's out.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Now it's the shortstop. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that's off the inside edge. And that is...
Basta ya, mi Cuba merece libertad.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Vamos, esto no es política, esto es un juego de PlayStation. De eso de locura.
To the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. High fly ball out into left center field. And that is that. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jorge Martinez.
Now pitching.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Por eso no somos libres.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Outside with a breaking ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Upstairs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Two down. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball,
just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And misses inside. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez on the move to the alley. Drops into the glove. 2 away down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Silva in the box lays off for ball 1. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1.
Ni batiendo adivinando, bateas jiji, tírale a la bola para donde vaya ella, tendrás más resultado.
Absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
4-3 our final score for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew.